Hi, nice to meet you, Missy.
She's a racehorse.
Racehorse. Oh, racehorse.
No good.
Yeah,
She's a racehorse.
I love horse race.
Naughty. Aren't she? He doesn't. She likes his tail being tickled. Okay. Hey, Monty.
いつかきっといつかきっと分かってくれるだろう明日がある明日がある明日があるさ Rusty college, going as a side, go against daisies. Through Babylon, I now starting to the end of my days. Rusty college.
Better make up your mind, what do you mean? As soon as I turn, say yeah. I'm trying got to beしたいものがあるとして僕にとって今君がそれに当たると思うんだよ
Fuck, I killed by my own shell.
You can press it just a piece of times, like rapid through this.
I would have stopped running.
You've got to just be coordinated.
Good service, yeah. Wow. Okay. Okay.
Got a little sample for the beef. It's yummy.
I think it's a bit hot.
No, not hot.
That's a video. Yeah. Oh, wow.
you very much.
よかった、ありがとう。
I'm very noisy. Sorry.
No, I won't be afraid. No, I won't be afraid. Just alone, where you stand by me. And darling, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Stand by me. 僕の大好きな君が決めたことだから
지금 자리. 아! 와.
Tapi kalau sayangnya sih
うわ、すっげえ。この距離やったらいきなり刺されんじゃん、これ。めっちゃ怒ってるやん。わあ。
Aku ingin terbang bebas di angkasa. Hai, baling-baling bambu.
あらら、ねねねねねねね、ドラえもん。バリンバリンバンブー。
愛はいつもならない旅に疲れた時ただ心の友と私を呼んで
This song from Indonesia for especially for documentary.
Yeah. But I didn't know this song. He teach me.
ただ心の友と私を呼んでありがとう私めっちゃ楽しいBerada di pelukan dengan dadaku Apa artinya kenyamanan kesempurnaan cinta Berdua bersamamu mengajarkanku Apa artinya kenyamanan kesempurnaan cinta
I don't know. Bahasa aku kudasai. Ah, oke. Ya. Terima kasih. Arigatou.
Let's do it on the behalf Sing it loud, loud Let it
여기다 여기다.
Look like a yogurt.
You don't put it's not the you don't like this kind
No, it's a bit too dark.
Is this soy sauce?
yeah, dark soy sauce.
That's soy sauce.
Good that's no soy sauce.
Yeah.
And then
Whoa, it's nice.
Let's welcome Shin Sensei. Hey, here. Hi. Let's say hello to the people. Hello.
My name is Shin.
Is it first time in Singapore? Or
Yeah, first time.
First time in Singapore.
Yes.
How many days already?
And now 5 days.
5 days.
Maybe I will stay here after 3 weeks.
So around 1 month.
Yes, just 1 month.
1 month. And then so how many more you want to go?
Maybe over 50 or 60 countries. Maybe.
In 3 years.
Yes, 3
In
years.
3 years.
Yes.
Repeat after Shin Sensei. You say again, slower.
France. Super Saiyajin.
Super Saiyajin.
Yes. Very famous Kansai band.
Ah.
なんでやねん。
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 なんでやねん。なんでやねん。
Why?
Stop. Why?
Why? Why?
Why?
なんでやねん。
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 Do together. 1, 2, 3. なんでやねん。僕と一緒に遊びに来ませんか？
No thank you.
なんでやねん
Alright, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Amsha and I'm here with, what's your name?
My name is Shin.
Shin. So Shin, where are you from?
I came from Japan.
Japan. So you've been traveling the world?
Yeah, from
Yeah.
Japan.
Okay. How long have you been traveling?
Now already 5 months.
5 months. So which country have you been to?
And Australia, New Zealand, Indonesia, and Singapore.
Oh, so that's Australia, New Zealand, Indonesia, and Singapore. 4 countries, eh?
Yes.
So in Singapore, where do you stay?
Near the Kallang station.
Kallang, near Kallang station.
Yes.
At the hotel?
Yes. Backpackers hotel.
Backpackers.
Yes.
Nice. Aside from Malaysia, which country do you want to go most?
No, I have no idea.
No idea.
Yeah.
Just anywhere.
Yes, anywhere is okay.
Yeah. Okay. It's been nice meeting you. All the best for your
Yes,
journey
thank you.
around the world.
Thank you very
Yeah.
much.
I hope
Thank you.
I have to see like videos of you around. Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Ciao.
会いたくて会いたくて